the 1930 Model A pickup truck, which I'm considering selling if the price is right and if it's a good buyer who will take care of it as much as we have. You'll notice some of the features here. First, we have the radiator guard, and on that there's a little badge. Probably can't make it out, but it's Model A Restorers Club. This is an older restoration. It still needs a little bit to be completed. Now I'll try to point out some of the things here. We have cowl lights on the car, as well as I guess a time period correct spotlight. Now I do have the extra wiring harness, but the lights and the horn is something that needs to be done. Maybe by the time that the truck is sold, the wiring will be redone. Something that I'm planning on doing in the next week or two. Another thing that could probably stand to be done is the wheels could probably stand to be sandblasted and perhaps powder coated or repainted, whatever your preference is. I've kind of gotten by with them like this. The tire tread is great, but the truck has kind of been stored for a few years, and there's a little bit of dry rotting. Not bad. I've been driving it around. Matter of fact, even had it on the highway a little bit today without any issues at all. So the wiring would be one thing. That's the headlight wiring. All of the gauges are functioning and they work, with the exception of the odometer. It is stuck at 88,000 miles. Of course, those isn't the original mileage. That is unknown. The wood side panels are fairly new, and the bed is in good shape, and there's I believe, time period box there. A couple of scuffs on the box. Now, as far as the paint, there are some chips here on the bed, and chips around the doors. The fenders are all steel. The whole car is all steel. There's no fiberglass reproduction parts or anything like that on it. But really, it's a very beautiful truck. Turns a lot of heads. Wherever we go, getting all kinds of thumbs up. It's really a fun thing to drive. So I do want to get a little video of us driving the truck around, and you'll be able to see. She fires right up, and that's what we're going to now. Here we are back with the Model A pickup truck, closed cab. Some other things that are any work that I have to point out. Like I said, I do have all the parts of things that need to be done. There's a little exhaust leak around the exhaust manifold. I have the new copper gaskets, new studs, really everything that would need to be done. Common problem on these, if you have a Model A, you know that that's something that was a common problem. Another thing is there's a small oil leak, and I'm not sure whether it's at the main seal or the oil pan gasket. I do have the new oil pan gasket set up too, ready to be put on. Like I said, everything that needs to be fixed, pretty much I have the parts for. Once again, that's a real common problem too, leaking around the rear main. But hey, since it's a splash system, I usually just put a little bit of oil in it if we're taking it on a long trip, and really don't have a problem with that at all. Very, very minor. The last thing that would probably keep this from being maybe a 9 out of 10 or a higher truck is that the door on the driver's side, the hinge on the bottom, keeps the door from aligning correctly. And I'm not a body man, and I really don't want to mess with it. So, I kind of just close the door pretty gingerly. Not really a problem for me. I do keep it in storage, and I keep the car covered all the time. I keep the truck covered up. But once again, so that's another issue that for somebody who's really experienced working on these and knows a little bit about the hinges, that would be a pretty easy fix. So once again, I'm going to hit all of the things that this truck would need. I'd maybe call it a 7 out of 10 right now. But like I said, from if you're going up and you're looking here at the little scratches on the door, The door jamb, okay, that's something very minor if somebody doesn't like the yellow and want to give it a good repaint. You see the pinstripe there where it doesn't truly align, and the little gap up there in the front. It's relatively rust-free truck. Like I said, the fenders are all steel. The wood bed is great. I just have a foam pad in here because my son was sitting in the back of it today when we were at a local car show. But the all wood bed is still in great shape. Like I said, there are a couple of chips inside the bed, but for a truck bed, I'm not sure. You know, it's a fun driver, not one of these trailer queens. All steel fenders. And I'll fire it up now and run it, and then I'll try to have my son tape me, like I said, driving down the street, and you can see how it runs.
Over a cardboard sea.